לחיים. באנגלית או בעברית? ביידיש? באנגליש. לחיים. I don't have at the risk of sounding whatever, I want to say to all of you that I never felt so thankful to the Rebbe for the zchus of coming here with the people we came with today. It's just unbelievable. You know, they gave me at Ben Gurion, they gave me this tag. And I never wear these things, you know, it's like, oh, whatever. But I felt such a zchus to be a part of the group. And I want to thank the Rebbe for allowing me to be part of it. L'chaim. When I was a kid, I wrote a letter to the Rebbe, and I asked the Rebbe a question when I was a kid. I asked the Rebbe a question. I don't know why this is the question that I ask, whatever it is, but the question was, why does the Rebbe wear black on Shabbos? I'm not telling you all the details how I came to... Yiddish, ich kenne nur Chazer und Siches. Ich kenne nicht reden auf Yiddish. Ich kenne nur Siches. Will der Chazer von Siches sitzt da? So I wrote the Rebbe a letter about Seva Big Day Shabbos v'Yom Tov. And the question was, why the Rebbe wears black, whatever. My father showed me different mekoiros. So I was zoiche to get an answer from the Rebbe. And the Rebbe writes a few lines there, and then the last line the Rebbe writes, Ve'onu en lonu elo minag nesi doreinu hu kvod kdushas meire v'chami admoir. You know that people say, I heard from many chassidim, that the Rebbe told them, people say that in Yechidus, the Rebbe said a psalain, and it took them many years to figure out how the line that the Rebbe said in the Yechidus relates to their personal life. So a letter, first letter, Yechidus, you know, I wasn't zoichet to be in Yechidus Protis, but it also took me many years to realize what it means that the Rebbe wrote me in a letter, Ve'onu en lanu ela nesi deireinu. So I want to say l'chaim that what we did today, what the Rebbe ufgeton today, even though it was incredible, obviously, but it's not enough for us. It's not. I don't come from a day like this, from an evening like this, with you know, there's an expression I heard the Rebbe told somebody, happy but not satisfied. Can't be happy that ufgeton, yeah, but not satisfied. And we're happy that people came today and some new level was reached. It's incredible. But we are far from being satisfied, because until the time that we feel that saying that the Rebbe is Nosi Dereinu, it's not stam, it's a nice line, it's not a nice sticker or a flag or whatever it is that we use, some people use, whatever. We need it bepoel mamesh. We need bepoel mamesh. Nosi Dereinu Hastes, that everybody follows the Rebbe's way of thinking. That we have so many Yidden in Eretz HaKodesh. You know, I heard recently, I want to give you a sicha to listen to. I'm sure you're listening to sichas all the time. So I want to highlight a Farbrengen that I listened to recently in relation to the mishpochas that came today. When about a week ago, when I got the notice that I'm coming on the trip, so I was thinking, I'm going on this trip with this chevre, what should I learn from the Rebbe? And the first thing that came to mind was Entebbe. Entebbe, Tovshin Amedvov, right? The airplane, everybody knows the story, Mistome, or at least the idea what happened. Chov Dalet Tammuz, the day of... No, it's not Chov Dalet Tammuz. Oh, the Farbrengen Chov Dalet Tammuz. Huh? Which Farbrengen? Okay, so that's what I want to say. The Atzole, whatever, the miracle happened Ches Tammuz, I think. Zayin or Ches Tammuz. And the Rebbe spoke, Yud Gimel Tammuz Tafshin Lamed Vov. Listen, guys. Yud Gimel Tammuz Tafshin Lamed Vov. I want to tell you something a little bit crazy. But when I listened to the Rebbe, since I had the schus to be here for a few years, v'chulu, listen to the Rebbe. One of the things that I'm used to listen, the first thing that captures my attention is the tone that the Rebbe speaks. The tone that the Rebbe speaks. You know, the Rebbe, if you take to your mind the tone that the Rebbe speaks, Erev, the 6-day war, the famous like Bohemer, Tovshin Chov Zayin, so everybody can remember that the tone, the sound of the Rebbe's voice is like the pitch. It's like 10, 50 times higher than a regular sound of the Rebbe. Right? You know what I'm saying? Yud Gimel Tammuz Tavshin Lamed Vov, the Rebbe speaks dort in Isroimemus, the way the Rebbe speaks. And the Rebbe speaks over there about the Chayolim, the Anshe Atzovo, with the Rebbe ruft ze, in such gehebene Wörter, with the Rebbe read wegen the Israeli soldiers. It's unbelievable. And why am I saying it? Because I live in Eretz HaKodesh, zwischen Heimische Yidden, and I see the tikkun that we have to make in people's minds, how they don't even understand, how you have to look. You look at a Yiddish soldat, an Israeli soldier, it doesn't matter what he did 5 minutes ago. And it doesn't matter what he's going to do 5 minutes from now. But right now he's ready to give his life to save another Yid. Kipshute. Right now as we speak, we know that this is what's going on. And by the Rebbe, the fact that we have a Yid in front of us, that he's ready to give his life to save another Yid, this is the highest level possible. And meanwhile, we have andere Yidden, süße Yidden, teure Yidden, alle gute Sachen. And the way they look at it's crazy. I don't even want to say it by the Ohel, what people think. Why am I saying it? Not Chas v'Sholem to speak against them. To say that when we say that the Rebbe is Nesido Reinu, it has to be in the people's minds. If a Yid was trug Talis und Tfilin, und es a Shemer Terah Mitzvah, es a Chassidische Yid, trug ta Streimer, es Krigel. But when it comes to Israeli soldier, he has a krume mind. It's our responsibility to explain to them, not that this is the most important thing. There's a lot of other sikhs to explain. I'm just giving one nekuda. So I want to say l'chaim here, since we are right here by the Rebbe, that we all making a commitment, Rosh Chodesh Kislev. We all know what Rosh Chodesh Kislev is. Making a commitment here that saying that the Rebbe is Nosi Deirenu is not a slogan. We're not interested in slogans. We're not interested in people, just saying wild things that you can't go to the bank with it. The guy has the right sticker. The Havdil in Hollywood, whatever, they make a thing, everybody puts a sticker, and we all believe in something and don't do anything about it. By us, we have to be mishtadel, keiches, bochurim, have koiches. You have a mind, you have a heart, we have to be mishtadel, to take the Rebbe's ideas, to translate them into the language that people understand, and that people on their own should process and understand the ideas of the Rebbe. We need the whole Jewish world to think like the Rebbe. And now is the best time in our lifetime. Each and every person who is here, even if you happen to be, You know, I'm already myself a shtickle alte kaker, you know, but we, in our lifetime, we have never been in a isoirerus of the Yidden the way it is right now. We know that the Rebbe spoke after the 6-day war. The isoirerus that the Rebbe, you know, the Rebbe started the Geras HaTshuva. When did the Rebbe start teaching Geras HaTshuva? That I know, but when Tovshin Chofres? When Vov Tishrei? When did it start? Huh? Choftes. Oh. You hear? When did the Rebbe start the Geras HaTshuva? Chofres or Choftes? Huh? The end of Chofres. Oh. The end of Chofres. When was the war? The war was the Sivan Chavzayin. And why did the Rebbe start the Geras HaTshuva? Because of the Yisraelus of the war. This is, everybody knows then, right? So you would think, we weren't there, we were, you know, right? So we were just reading the Yomanim, V'chulu. So you think, the Rebbe starts the Geras HaTshuva because of the Yisraelus of the war. He starts it a year after the war is over. We learn from it that the Yisraelus of the war is not a week. It's not over there was 6 days. And a year später, the Rebbe tzach gehat noch in the Yisraelus. Geras HaTshuva, by the way, everybody knows, I'm sure, that the most siches that we have from the Rebbe Antanya, and we have a lot of siches Antanya, and a lot of biurim, but most of the Rebbe's biurim Antanya is the Geras HaTshuva. And it comes from those Farbrengens. That the Rebbe gekocht in the Geras HaTshuva. And this is more than a year after the war. So it just shows us that the Yisraelus, you know, it was a long Yisraelus. And the same thing right now, it doesn't matter if the war is not over yet, but we're already 5 weeks into it, whatever how long into it. The Yisraelus that we are seeing right now, the Yisraelus that is going to go on for a long time. We're just in the beginning of the Yisraelus. And therefore, we are all committed to take it seriously. We know that there's Lashonos from the Rebbe, both after the 6-day war and also after the Yom Kippur war. There's Lashonos from the Rebbe that Motnis genutz the Yisraelus, that we didn't really utilize it. The Rebbe screamed, but so it cannot happen again, chas v'sholem. This time it's not going to happen. The Rebbe shtod gebracht a Yisraelus shelo oisa komoya, at least 50 years, if not more. And therefore we're going to say l'chaim, make a commitment that this time, each and every one of us in the Mivtzoim, and whatever the Inyonim that Bochurim are doing, we are, what? Mivtza Chanukah? Yutes Kislev, יש לנו Yud Kislev, Rosh Chodesh Kislev. B'kitzur, I'm speaking for Chanukah Lamed Daled, by the way, I'll finish, I'll just say one more thing. That the Yom Kippur War of Lamed Daled, we all know there is several big Mivtzoim that started Lamed Daled. Before the Yom Kippur War, there was only Mivtza Tefillin. And only after the 70th Yom Kippur War, that's when Mivtza Mezuzah starts, and Mivtza Tzedakah, and Bayis Moles Sforim, and Kimat all these Mivtzoim, not all of them, but several of them are starting in army bases. Everybody knows this? Mivtza Tzedakah, the beginning of Mivtza Tzedakah is a pushka in every army base. And Mivtza Bayis Moles Sforim begins with Sifrei Kodesh in the army bases. And then it became Bayis Moles Sforim and Yavne v'Chachomeh. It started with a Siddur and a Chumash and Tehillim in every army base. It's Sichos of the Rebbe. And Pushka Tzedakah, there was a hero of the Rebbe. When people came back from Tishrei, the Rebbe gave a hero that every time you meet a soldier to give him matbeas for Tzedakah. The whole idea of matbeas from coins from Tzedakah from the Rebbe, it starts after the Yom Kippur War for the soldiers. So we know that just like then, 50 years ago, it's a yovel right now, just like then was the biggest Zoirus of Am Yisrael, and B'meile the biggest Zoirus of Mivtzoim, so too, we're going to, I'm sure you're already doing it, but since you asked me to speak, and it's Rosh Chodesh Kislev, I'm going to make a achlote, a commitment, achlote toiva, chazek zayin the Mivtzoim, in ha'ifin shaloi berech mamesh, and cause the world to see and to feel and to understand that the Rebbe is Nosi Deireinu, and that will bring Techef Umiyad Mamesh, Geula Amitis V'Ashleima, L'chaim, L'chaim, L'chaim.